They'd
probably die.
Yeah. Hey guys, what's going on? Third Shade Reactions here. We're back. I'm Shane.
Zach.
We're back with The Rings of Power, Season 2, Episode 2. Zach, last episode, man, it was a doozy.
We had kind of a little backdrop on Sauron's history with the orcs.
Yeah.
We had some info regarding where the rings have gone since the last season, how the elves are handling the circumstances, and kind of the information now dealing with the fact that Sauron has returned.
Yeah.
And what those rings can mean for them in resistance to his...
Yeah, they're wondering how to use this newly discovered weapon of mass destruction.
We didn't have any dwarves. We didn't have any men, really. We had the shitty men.
It is shitty men,
you know, but none of the... Yeah. You know, nobody from Numenor yet. Maybe
they didn't show any of that.
The Numenoreans and the dwarves in this episode. I don't know.
I hope, because, I mean... yeah, I did. Funny enough, I called her Brandy, Nori, one of my favorite characters. I also really like Arendir, the elf. Yeah, I still really liked the last episode. I thought it was a really good premiere. It was a little faster paced.
It was a good premiere. I'll give it that. This isn't my favorite piece of Lord of the Rings or that world, Middle Earth media. Yeah, but I do feel like it was a good episode. It was a good opener.
Yeah, we didn't talk about this. How did you feel about the actor who played him, Sauron, in the first part of the episode?
That was an okay presentation.
Yeah.
I mean, he's meant to be a deceiver. He's meant to be... he appears fair in some of his forms.
Okay.
The form he took, or was meant to have taken in the actual books, to have deceived the elves and taught them the ring lore, was Anatar.
Okay.
And they knew he wasn't an elf. They didn't know where he came from.
Okay.
But they just...
Okay.
He came there bearing fruit, and they made their shit, and then...
All right.
Either way...
I was wondering how you felt about that, just the actor and his performance. And...
It was okay. I mean, he was short-lived.
Yeah. Before we jump in, if you want to support us, check out our full-length reaction on Patreon. And because of the way these are dropping, we're going to have up as soon as we can. So, let's jump in. What's going on here, Zach?
You don't have sound, man.
But we had sound. We heard it.
You don't have sound now, man.
Sorry about that. We're back.
Technical difficulties, folks.
Yeah. Volcano?
Mountain Dew.
There's only one volcano in this whole damn continent?
Oh, the whole fucking continent? Because you never talk about the whole continent. All you ever see
I thought the whole continent is Middle Earth.
Sure.
Yeah, the Pacific.
There's in there. Eat some pig. At home.
This shit is so cool. Like, their underground world. If caves look like that, I wouldn't mind living in one.
You call it a mine.
Mine.
A mine!
We're not paupers.
You're the one said we'd be wise to tighten our purse strings.
And now you're bound to an outcast.
I'm bound to the dwarf I love. And I wouldn't trade his heart for a mine full of fire opals.
I didn't notice him.
Why should I be the one to ask for an audience? He disowned me.
Brace yourself.
Who would have heard it?
How often does this happen? Ah! That would suck. What the hell's going on?
No.
But why was there an earthquake and one of the bridges collapsed?
Yeah, I don't fucking know.
Okay.
But I just have to wonder why...
My dear brother. Cara Brembor.
I've had an unexpected visitor.
He has returned already.
The evil dead, man.
Why the hell they get 7 and 9?
And what says the commander of the northern armies? Galadriel.
We should send ships up the Anduin. Invade Mordor from the west.
It does not take the eye of an eagle to see your thoughts have flown far afield. What troubles them?
Sauron sees himself not as master of a barren waste, but of all Middle-earth. But rings. And he cannot craft them without Celebrimbor.
Sauron is alone. Eregion is protected by 2 rivers with miles of curtain wall of dwarven stone, 10 foot thick. Celebrimbor and the secrets of his craft are safe.
Some veiled evil closes in on Celebrimbor. Since the wearing of this ring, I have perceived glimpses of the unseen world.
The rings have kindled your ability to see that which has not yet come to pass.
Have they kindled yours?
I have seen mountains crumbling, waters running dry, its black gathering over white towers.
Then send me to Eregion.
Galadriel.
If Sauron is there,
Once the deceiver obtains a being's trust, he gains the ability to sculpt their very thoughts, alter their very reality. You have already been affected once.
he knows my mind, and I know his.
He might know how to,
Which is why I must face
you know what I mean, lead her on.
Okay.
why I alone.
You once considered him a friend.
Halbrand was not.
Sauron. You cannot face him alone.
My lord is occupied, but he wishes you good fortune on your journey.
Are you asking me to leave? Wait here. Just in case he changes his mind.
Hopefully she got that.
A little shoulder shot there.
He refuses to leave, my lord. I believe he's injured, my lord.
He'll leave soon enough. Messengers from Lindon should arrive with news any day.
They're waiting on that news.
Yeah.
That's the messenger from Linden.
Yeah. Oh no, it's ruined.
And now they never be warned.
Thunderdome, man.
Karisk.
He looks like a Nazgul. That guy looks familiar.
That's the guy who plays. Is that the guy who plays Mance Raider? Kind of looks like.
Yeah, I think it is.
Yeah. There are men that became sorcerers. So maybe he's like a king sorcerer type deal.
Oh, these fucking dudes.
He may have conjured those people and made them.
Okay.
What tidings from the White Wings?
Very sure that's him.
Sauron's shadows deepening.
Whispers of an old man in rags traveling east with 2 halflings. We must reach him before he learns to harness his powers. Have you found him?
I didn't just find him. I know how to capture him. Heal the curse upon our flesh.
A mortal, like yourself, could defeat an East-Star when my most powerful acolytes could not.
I will slaughter the halflings he calls friends.
You got a very Saruman-esque look to him.
How fares the forager this time?
All I found was a scorpion and a clump of cactus.
Scorpion stung me.
I fell over and, well, that's
So you found the cactus?
Don't think it works that way, Pop.
Silence.
You hear that?
On the wind.
Without a Gand.
Can you hear that?
Gandalf.
Oh.
Almost sounds like hooves.
Oh. Wizard weight radar? Oh, I forgot. They're really good at that.
Who were they?
Now, he'd be harder to hide.
They are watching our trail.
We'd be wise to find another.
I don't know.
Nobody goes off trail.
Nobody walks alone.
Some say the mountain was cursed when the prince let in that elf.
You two wouldn't be trafficking in conjecture, would you?
No, wouldn't dream of it.
Good.
A fire mountain awoke. The ground shakes it produced, spread through the bones of the earth, all the way here, collapsing our sun shafts. The obvious remedy is to set the dig teams to work repairing the shafts and sinking new ones.
Every stone singer you've brought here has failed to identify a safe path to... With your approval, sire, we will find the light.
You have it.
Their singing scenes were pretty damn good, I thought, in the first season.
I don't know why I'm getting the Hocus Pocus vibes now. The Three Sisters singing.
Yeah. Why do they need to dig? Don't they just dig out the holes for the...
The Stone Singers have fostered our sacred connection. Not once have they ever ceased to provide for us. But now, the bond is broken. The hand of darkness is closed around Kazakh Dun. Think carefully, Del Master. Surely Durin knows I spoke in anger.
If that's an apology I hear, King, try saying it to my husband.
Why should it be me who apologizes? What you call stubbornness. Son dwarves call strength.
It does take strength to carry a grudge so heavy. Keep your wounded heart so tightly bound it can barely beat.
Definitely does.
Aye, it does.
You want to show true strength? Summon your son to you. He'll answer.
Don't have to work all night. Growing blisters, I see. No shame in it. Even I've had them.
Well, it was fun.
It's his fault we're in this mess. Not his father. Lay your finger on me again. I'll bite it off at the knuckle.
You do that when a man's back's turned. Mm-hmm. I guess he didn't do anything.
This rye tastes like last year's bread.
It is last year's bread. Climb off your high peak and apologize.
You're giving me indigestion.
Good. Now listen to your guts. You think this is about food? We can't hear the mountains anymore. I'm afraid, Durin.
We'll find a way.
I fear Sauron may be in a region. The High King has consented to send me and a small party there. He refuses to send me without you.
And why is that?
The High King believes that if I were to face the enemy alone, I may be vulnerable to deception.
And why would he think that?
Stop it, Elrond. Sauron used me, and under his hand I was played like a harp to a melody not of my choosing.
Sauron looked inside you, plucked the very song of your soul, note by note. You gave him everything he wanted and then thanked him for it. And now he has done the same to Gilgalad.
Help us navigate this labyrinth.
There is no navigating it. The labyrinth is his.
They always say good shit.
I cannot let him in again. I cannot.
He never left Galadriel.
Damn.
In choosing to wear those rings, you have all chosen to become his collaborators. I will have no part in it. If our friendship ever meant anything to you, please leave.
Man, kind of hard to see him so
stern.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of get it.
Unyielding.
But I feel like maybe you could help the whole situation by going.
I cannot trust these rings.
Shame.
What is beauty when it is born in heart of evil?
No less beautiful.
I would know.
You cast Romil's verses into the flame because the poet was a drunkard.
That's how I was saying, would you cast out the art if you did like the artist?
Judge the work. And leave judgment concerning those who wrought it to the judge who sees all things. It is called humility. And it is difficult for most.
They did a really good job with that speech there about humility. It was good.
You are wise to fear this power, Elrond. But do not let that fear blind you to the ways it can be used for good. If you believe they have strayed, do not abandon them, but rather open your eyes and guide them before the darkness spreads across Middle-earth.
Be less likely to distrust him if he wasn't wearing a ring. Yeah. He's wearing one and telling me they're great.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
It's like me when I was drinking really heavily, telling you alcohol is great.
I know. Dude, how do you help someone who passes out in the desert? Don't do that.
What are you doing? Get back here!
There, yes, Nora, I can see it!
See what?
Water. Someone
I
who
need
hasn't
water.
eaten in so long still weighs so much.
Gotta boil it still. Just kidding.
Got it.
Oh God. What a good little alarm thing.
Oh, great goats, you're alive. For a moment there I thought we'd lost.
We're none of us going to lose each other.
I'll be crying so my eyes are too dry.
God, that alarm was just freaking me out.
The shepherd's staff.
I'm going to Canville!
God damn, he's gonna try to shoot him?
What are you doing?
Get down!
That's pretty hardcore.
It kind of looks like it's getting a little big.
We'll screw up the well.
Oh, probably gonna die. Find the right stick, man.
Yeah.
It's like walking in the woods, you don't find the right stick yet.
Dude, they'd
probably die.
Yeah.
It's gone.
Has it?
It's like the mines of Marietta, probably. Moonlight's gonna reveal it.
Made from our last sliver of mithril.
Out of the moonlight. It is all but invisible.
I can treat with you no longer. She said you'd say that. You have spoken with her. Well, haven't you? I have not. Then you know nothing of what's happened.
What of the rings?
You do better to ask her. She is not here. It's the oldest tale there is. The true creators toil till their knuckles bleed, and then they come along and forget all about us.
Yep.
Where are you going? There's no cause to stay where I'm not wanted. Wait.
The rings. Did they work?
They worked wonders. The elves? Yes. Are you weeping?
No. I'm reveling. How this feels, after all this time, after so many centuries, to finally create something.
Are you my friend?
Yes, of course.
There is much you do not know. Much I want to tell you.
You're afraid.
You see, I've never been able to hide anything from you.
Whatever it is you wish to say to me, I shall receive it with an open heart.
I did not come here to toast the Elven Rings. To make rings for men.
Rings for men? Elves are not men. Men are covetous. The risks of corruption are far greater. The dwarves would never provide the meat.
I think you'll find the dwarves facing a dilemma all their own.
What dilemma?
My name is not Halbrand.
I take it then you're not a king.
No. Not even, mortal. There are forces in this world. Beyond evil. And sometimes they send a messenger sent to bring guidance to the ears of the wise. At this very moment, all Middle-earth balances on the brink of the abyss. And the Rings of Power are our last hope of restoring the light. You and I have work to do.
You cannot expect me to believe that you are a messenger from the Valar.
Turn around and look like an elf.
Halbrand?
Ah! I'm saving that
age wine! God damn it!
Gone the liquor! Seems very.
The storm is coming, Celebrimbor. I can unlock your grandest abilities. Never again will the world overlook you as the mere scion of Feanor.
Looks pretty fair.
The Lord of the Rings.
And Jesus.
The Mormon Jesus.
Yeah. Yeah.
You need not bow to me.
What am I to call you?
I am your partner. No more. No less. Annatar.
Annatar.
You depart for Eregion at first light with 5 of our bravest elves.
Elrond, I am very grateful you have decided to join my company.
Elrond's task is not to join your company, but to lead it.
Now, he ain't a warrior, though, you know? Has he led people into battle, or...?
No, it's no message of the mission.
Yeah. I thought it was gonna be his dad taking the helmet off.
Is it Elrond?
It's some sort of invitation from Lord Celebrimbor. He wants the dwarves to come to Eregion.
I think I might have liked that even more in the first episode, in some ways.
Yeah.
It's just, it's kind of picking up steam, like...
It is. It's taking things kind of where there's kind of a mess at the end of the first season when they created those 3 rings.
Yeah.
At least to me.
Yeah.
They're kind of trying to set that right a little bit. Obviously, he played to his pride.
Yeah.
Which is the folly, ironically, and maybe just naturally, of the artists of these ages, because Feanor, I think that's how you pronounce his name.
Yeah.
He's the one that created the Silmarils.
Okay.
They were coveted by everybody.
And that's like, he's related to him, right?
He might be. I don't know.
Okay.
But he obviously wanted to create something to maybe not rival them, but to be on par with that.
Yeah.
So he's creating these rings of power. And there's a certain amount of pride in the creation.
Yeah.
That is being, preyed upon by Sauron. And that speech that Annatar, Sauron, gives him about, they just take what you make and they go sell it for what it's worth and they cast you aside. That is true for every fucking artist. You always have these people that say, well, you don't know what it's like because you're just the artist. You don't know how to sell it and package it. So fuck you, you can't make it.
Yeah.
So fuck you, asshole.
Yeah. And actually, the way he deceived him, it was done well enough where I think it was convincing to me.
Well, obviously he's capable of these feats of sorcery.
Yeah.
But it's very smoke and mirrors how he did it.
Yeah.
Like, he still knew the showmanship was important.
Yeah.
Like, he could have just turned into it in front of him, probably.
Yeah. It was done right at the line where it wasn't too dark. Like,
at first it's like, man, he's going to intimidate him more than he is.
At first I thought it was like,
deceive
it
him.
feels more evil.
Yeah.
But then it was right at that wall, and then I think when the fire came on, he was walking, and then you felt the sunlight, this light burst through the darkness, and it was him. You can't keep killing every messenger before they get there. And eventually, he's going to have a conversation with the king or with Galadriel.
I think the gem of this episode is the fact that Kieran Hines is in this. And that's the actor that, I had to look it up, but he's the actor that played in Mance Rayder. Oh, yeah. He was cool. And he's been cool. I'm glad he's here, because that guy has been in my mind and in my heart since I saw him in The Bourne Identity.
One thing I really liked, one of my favorite parts of the episode that was a gem to me, was the conversation between Disa and King Durin. when she was kind of calling him out, hey, listen, he's your son, go apologize, you're both stubborn. And then he talked about, he talked about, why should I apologize? And like some would call it strength. And she said, you must be strong to basically carry such a heavy burden.
No, so it's just to protect your wounded heart.
Yeah.
Your feelings are hurt.
Yeah.
And you're going to bury it deep down and not let it get hurt again. It must take so much strength.
Yeah.
And it does, but it's a different kind of strength that they're both talking about. And I thought this was a cool episode. I've already listed my complaints. I don't think they were so grievous that I can't sit here and enjoy myself.
Yeah. We didn't really talk about the Hardfoot stuff. How'd you feel with that stuff?
With him being confronted at the well
and
all that shit. I thought it shows that he hasn't got his staff yet. He's trying to find his staff, and I don't know if there's a right staff, because obviously the way they're introduced in the books is very different than how they were introduced the Astari in the series. They have them crashing like a fucking meteor. Well, in the books, they just kind of come out of nowhere and they just start influencing people. They come in quietly.
I would hope to say that Poppy isn't dead. I don't think Nori's going to die. But that was an intense thing.
They're getting thrown off by the tornado. I mean...
Yeah. God damn this storm.
Something. But that's... Yeah, we got a source from them now, so I'm a little... I accept that a little more.
Yeah.
Who they are, where they're from, even though they're goofy.
Yeah.
So... Whatever.
Okay, but yeah, really liked it. Excited to jump into the third one.
Yes.
You guys want to support us? Check us out on Patreon. We should have the full length, the third one on there now. We appreciate you and much love right here.